You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett Land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County today, 69 degrees, going up to a high of 80, so pretty doggone beautiful. I was outside already this morning, and I looked at the weather, and I was like, man, it's really nice outside. It's really, really nice. I was out there saying a prayer, and I'll talk about that after I finish the horoscope. So, and I go out there morning, I do my prayers, I do my meditation. Sometimes if the ground is not wet, I stand on the ground and I ground myself. You know, this is my daily routine, journaling and all that good stuff. But today I said a special prayer, and I'll tell you what that special prayer was after I finish the horoscope. So right now, let's get on with the show. Today is May the 11th. It's also National Eat What You Want Day. Sheesh, I do that every day. I don't know about y'all, but pretty much every day. I had a Reese's Cup yesterday. Let me tell y'all what I did have that made me feel awful. Day before yesterday. So I normally eat chicken and seafood. Every now and again, I'll eat a hamburger, not very often. A hot dog, not very often. Oxtails, you can't eat them very often because they're too expensive. But every now and again, I will eat that, right? Maybe once, maybe twice a month. Not a lot. Every now and again, I might eat a pork chop or something like that, but not very often. Mostly what I eat is chicken and seafood, pretty much every day. And so the other day I think it was Wednesday, my husband bought me KFC. No, today is Thursday. Tuesday, I had KFC. My husband bought me KFC, which I normally will eat, but I hadn't eaten any in about a month, maybe a month and a half. And when I tell you I ate it, and it made me feel horrible, because I've been doing like the whole intermittent fasting. I know I'm saying that wrong. The fasting, I've been doing that. I've been trying to drink a lot of water, not getting something. Now, yesterday I drank a lot of water. I think I drank 8 glasses for the first time ever. Been trying to drink a lot of water, flush my system out, taking a lot of supplements and things like that. So I hadn't eaten any KFC. And normally I would have KFC like once a week with coleslaw, but just KFC, no bread. I'm not a big bread eater, so the biscuit always went in the trash. And I ate some Tuesday. Oh my God, did I feel awful. I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad right now. After eating that, I felt horrible, y'all. And I was like, I don't think I'll be eating that again. And I know it's because I had purged my system from so much stuff, from like being on the fast for like the last, 3 weeks. I think I've been on the fast. And I've been doing really well. I've been doing like 14 to 16 hours where I'm eating nothing because I'm sleeping. So like my last meal normally is at 8 o'clock, sometimes 9, depending on where, what I'm doing and where I am. And then I won't eat again for like the next 14 to 16 hours. One, because I'm sleeping half that time. And the other half I'm awake working. And then I eat breakfast, brunch, because normally it's brunch or lunch by that time. So I've been doing really good with that. I'm proud of myself. And I can feel my clothes loosening up again. And I feel really good about that. But boy, I ate that chicken. I felt horrible. I was like, so I won't be doing that. Anyway, today is National Eat What You Want Today. Knock yourself out. I kind of do that almost every day. Hostess Cupcake Day. Yep, that's probably the only kind of pastry that I used to eat that had some cream in the middle. Hostess Cupcake. And then I don't think I really ate that. I think I ate the chocolate off the top. Yeah, but it's Hostess Cupcake Day. Make a Book Day. Yes, I got a book coming out, y'all. I got a new book coming out. I'm excited. It'll be on the website by Monday. So you can go there. It's going to be an ebook format. If you want it in paperback, you can get it in paperback. If you want it, it's going to be an ebook and paperback, instant downloads. If you want an instant download, you can get it right then and there. It's going down on Monday. Yes. It'll be posted on Monday, right on this website. So you can get a chance to get your copy. All right, it's National Children's Mental Health Awareness Day. National Children's Mental Health Awareness Day. It's National Foam Rolling Day. National Foam Rolling Day. National Technology Day. National Technology Day. National Twilight Zone Day. National Twilight Zone Day. Somerset Day. I never liked the Twilight Zone, y'all. I have no idea, but that is one show that I didn't like. And I used to watch it. It used to come on it still comes on, I think. But when I was a little girl, for some reason, I never liked the Twilight Zone. I never. And to this day, I won't watch it. I think I might have watched one episode in my entire life. I was like, I don't like this. It was something about the Twilight Zone. Anyway, Somerset Day from cheese and cider to history and culture. Let's explore Somerset Day. Sounds beautiful. World Ego Awareness Day. Ooh, that's a lot going on there. World Ego Awareness Day. Yes, a lot going on there. Arlene MC's birthday. Arlene MC's birthday. Black China birthday. Happy birthday, Black China. Cam Newton's birthday. Happy birthday, Cam. Cam, look, he got like somebody let loose some spiders on his head. Like, I'm not feeling the hairdo, but happy birthday, Cam. My nephew goes to Cam's camp, which is kind of cool. Like, yeah, he's touchable like that. Prince Royce's birthday. Happy birthday, Prince Royce. Sabrina Carpenter's birthday. Happy birthday, Sabrina Carpenter. Like, seriously, I don't like the hair, though, Cam. Like, my baby nephew, Cam has a football camp, and my nephew plays in his football, he has a football program. My nephew plays in his football program. And they do a lot of good stuff. So anyway, happy birthday, everybody. Those are your national days and holidays for today. Let's keep this train rolling. Let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thomson. For today, Thursday, May the 11th, we're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Lend an ear to children. It can make a difference. Look into the cost factor, but don't try to get backing yet. Opportunities to get ahead will be evident. All right, look into cost factors, but don't try to get backing just yet. Put your paperwork together. Get your plan together. Find out how much everything costs first, and then because you don't want to just go get backing. You want to get backing from the right people. Because you can get backing from some folks and be like, oh my God, I don't even know why I got in bed with them. Yeah, nah. Today is your day just to gather all the information, get all the cost factors, put them in a spreadsheet, and then later go for the backing. All right, Aries, that's what you do. Now follow the steps, okay? Taurus, your family needs to spend some time with you. Do something special for them. You must take care not to overexert yourself if involved in sports. All right, listen. I know some of y'all like, I don't my family. Listen, your family wants to spend some time with you, right? And maybe you can find something special to do for them. I don't know, make a barbecue, invite them over, something, but spend some time. Because here's what I can tell you, and I used to then let death phase me. It didn't phase me. And not that it didn't phase me, but it didn't cause me as much angst as it caused me now. Like, it just caused me so much angst, right? And so, and that's after so what happened was, what caused me to get to this point and where I am now when it comes to just being anxious and having angst is first George Floyd happened, right? And I watched that over and over and over again when he died. That was traumatic. That was traumatizing. Then my mom passed away. So first my uncle passed from COVID. Then the best man at my wedding passed from COVID. This is all like in the same period. Then my mom passed from COVID. Then my daughter's grandfather just mysteriously passed 3 months after my mom passed. I'm traumatized. And so what I will tell you is, if you can spend any time with your family, do. Because time is very short. I recently lost my uncle, right? And that was sad because I feel like he still had a lot of life to live, but I also feel like he didn't want to live a lot of life, right? So even though it was sad, I understood he had to go. What was interesting though, recently, my other uncle that lives with me, who I take care of, he said to me, he had voicemails from my mom on his phone, from my cousin Betty, who's like their sister because she was the only child, and it was 8 of them, and she was the only child, so she was like their sister, pretty much like their big sister, because if she would have been the second or third oldest out of all 9 of them. And so he had a voicemail from her, and he had a voicemail from my Uncle Blunt. And he said, I listened to the voicemails. And I said, I listened to your mother. I said, what did she say? And he told me what she said. He said, I listened to Betty, and Betty was looking for something. And he said, I listened to Blunt. So he has all those voicemails on his phone, and he listened to them so he can still be connected to them. If you are sitting above ground right now and you have breath in your body, and you can go and talk to your family and they can talk back, oh, Taurus, I want you to spend some time with your family. That's all I'm saying. I'm getting a little emotional because of everything that's going on, and I'll tell you about that later. Spend time with your family. This is the most precious thing you could do. I don't care if they get on your nerves. Go over there and let them get on your nerves for a minute, because one day they won't be able to get on your nerves, and you're going to miss them. Trust me when I tell you, you are going to miss them. It's an emotional moment right now. Gemini, it will be all around you. You can find out important information if you listen to friends and relatives. Dead-end projects could plague you. Okay, listen. If you know it's a dead-end project that's not going nowhere, drop it. Drop it like a hot potato. It's not going anywhere. Just listen, drop it. Right? Focus on things that's gonna help. Let me tell y'all something. I have done I had to come to some real deep terms about some things in my business, right? I had a meeting yesterday with a financial advisor because I'm on this trajectory to get to this next level. But before I do that, I needed to sit with a financial advisor, which is what I did. And honestly, when I sat with that person, I felt such a relief after that because I could see a clear path to the goal, right? I can see where all the mistakes I've made in the past. I know exactly what I need to fix to reach the goal. It was amazing. It was amazing, right? It was amazing. So you want to be prepared. You want to be prepared. So you got to get rid of some things, Gemini, some garbage, right? I got a whole list of things I got to dump. So this weekend, I'll be working on dumping all those things so I can get on my path and get started going forward with the plans so I can hit the goals that I want to reach. So sometimes if it's a project that's a dead end, Gemini, trash it. And sometimes you just need somebody to tell you that. I sat with my financial advisor yesterday, gave me great advice. I know I got to ditch it. Like, you got to let go of all the emotional attachments you have to trash. I'm like, I know, which I do. And I have a lot of it, y'all. A lot of it. I like things. I like shiny tech things. And I just hold on to it for dear life. And they're not serving me at all. So I definitely have to go through and get that done. I know that was a long answer, Gemini, but I just felt like somebody else needed to hear what I had to say other than you. So I'm glad you heard your part, though. Cancer, be prepared to make changes to your personal documents. You can ask for favors, but don't take them for granted. Risky ventures may turn in your favor. All right, now listen, Cancer, it's risky. Understand the risk. Understand the risk, baby. But it may turn in your favor. It just may. Now, if you have a low risk tolerance, I might want to tell you to think twice about that because you will be stressing out to no end. So just think about that first, okay? Think about it first. However, if you decide to take the risk, it may. It didn't say it is. It said it may turn in your favor. It may. In the meantime, get your personal papers in order. Leo, avoid letting children and friends borrow. You can make new friends if you get involved in group activities. You may want to talk to your boss about your future goals. All right, yeah, talk to your boss, right? Find out, is there a way for me to move up in this company? Or did you already hit the glass ceiling? Find out about that. Here's the thing, I could tell you this. If you are if you're really instrumental in your position where you are, chances are you won't be able to move. I've seen it before. If the person is really good and they are the best in that position, they're not going to promote you because they need you in that position. Here's what I would say to you, though. And I say this to my husband, y'all, because my husband is excellent in his position, right? And for me, he does so many jobs. He does the job as a supervisor, senior team lead, blah, blah, blah. My thing is, if you know I'm good in this position and you don't want to elevate me to the next level, you're holding me back. So if you're going to hold me back in this position, you need to up my pay to where I should be. That's my thought. So if you're in a position right now, Leo, and you're trying to move up in the company because you got future goals and they're trying to hold you back. So look, I'll stay here, but I need you to elevate my pay to let me stay here. That's all I'm saying. If you want me to stay in this position, absolutely. But I want you to give me the pay that I deserve because you're holding me back from moving up the ladder. Because you know that I'm great in this position. Then pay me like I'm great. I had this conversation. I stopped having it because it drives me insane. I'm just telling you, Leo. Chances are, if you good where you are and they don't have anybody to fill that spot, you're going to be stuck right there asking for more money. Give me the pay level where I should be because you don't want to move me. I'm just saying. You might find out some things about some things. I'm just saying. Virgo, don't make any unreasonable promises. Be careful not to sign your time or cash away. You may be ill-treated if you have to deal with institutional environments. All right, look. First of all, don't make any unreasonable promises. Don't make promises you can't keep. Don't make promises that's going to stress you out. Don't make promises just to win folks over. Don't do it. Just don't. That's the first thing. The second thing is be careful not to sign your time or your cash away. You could do both. Trust me. I may not sign my cash away, but I sign my time away plenty of times to the point where right now I am streamlining so I can get my time back. I'm reclaiming my time. Yes. I'm reclaiming my time. Yes, because I got a lot going on and I need to focus and I need to hit this goal and I need to get rid of some stuff and I need to reclaim some of my time so I can have a minute for myself. I absolutely do. That is true. All right, listen, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after this song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thies. Stay tuned.
Time goes by and yet I wonder, are you and me still the same? Are you still loving the game? I know I don't. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. So I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Made a promise to myself. This time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day. Oh, oh, oh. A brighter day, a brighter day. Oh, a brighter day. Time goes by and yet I wonder, why do we put each other through hell? Why can't we just get over ourselves? I know I should. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. Yeah, so I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Yeah, made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, oh, right, yeah. Oh, made a promise to myself. This time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day, brighter
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thies. And we're going to pick it up with Libra. Recognition can be yours if you present your ideas and stand behind your beliefs. Use your creative abilities to come up with new ideas and directions. You can meet someone who will be very dear to you if you get out and socialize. All right, look, you're looking for somebody very dear, you got to get out the house. You got to get from behind the desk. You got to leave the computer. You got to let the laundry sit for a minute. You got to get out and socialize. They're not going to come knocking on your door unless it's a piece of man. And if he got the no-touch kind of situation going on, he ain't even knocking on you. They're going to drop your piece on the porch and keep it moving. You have got to go out this house. You have got to get from behind your desk. You have got to go out and socialize, Libra, if you're looking for someone special. I'm just saying. Hang out with somebody in the summertime. Scorpio, a new relationship can be yours if you go out with friends. You too, Scorpio. Listen, you got to go out. Have some fun. Let your hair down just a little bit. Travel will be favorable. Resist overspending on luxury items. Obstacles may stand in your way where career and success are concerned. Okay, listen. Obstacles in your way, but you can overcome obstacles. They're not permanent. They're temporary. You just got to figure out how to overcome them. Or go around them, go under them, go over them, but you got to figure out a way. A cut right through the middle. They can stand in your way, but that's not permanent. You got to look for a solution. In the meantime, go out with some friends and have some fun. You can meet somebody. A new relationship could form. It could be great. Sagittarius, you have the stamina and the determination to succeed. Yes. It's time to get yourself back on track. Yes, Sagittarius. Although it does look promising, be careful not to overextend yourself or you will lose in the long run. Look, I'm the queen of overextension. I am the queen. I am not no more. I used to be the queen. I'm reeling that junk all in. I'm streamlining it down. I'm so excited about just being able to streamline. And I sent out my information to someone this morning. I said, tell me what your thoughts are. Gave me great feedback, kind of what I already was thinking. But I needed to hear that. Great feedback. Loved it. Gonna keep it going. So listen. You can do all of these things. You got the stamina. You got the determination. You got to get back on track, Sagittarius. You got to get back on track. So take this weekend. Pull it all together, think it through, and get back on track. All right? Capricorn, prove your worth, concentrate on getting the job done, and steer clear of office politics and gossip. Be sure to get involved with those who can introduce you to unusual forms of entertainment. Avoid joint ventures and steer clear of groups that want you to contribute financial assistance. All right? Prove your worth. Yes, you can do that. Show them what you got. Show them what you're working with. You know that song, Shake It? Not that part. Don't show them that part. Just show them what you got. Show them what you're working with. Prove your worth. And steer clear of gossip and politics. That's low energy stuff. Steer clear of that. Focus on the big picture. Focus on that. All right? Aquarius, stomach problems could prevail if you haven't been watching your diet. You can make a serious attempt at quitting those bad habits that you've picked up over the years. Yep, you can make a serious attempt. Listen, I got some bad ones. I've been working on them though. Night eating was one of my biggest problems. And when I tell you, when I'm up late at night watching YouTube University, something say get up and go get you a snack. It could be a handful of nuts, y'all. It's the craziest thing. I'm not hungry. I just need something to like hit that crave, right? But I've been doing really, really good for like 3 weeks. I'm so proud of myself. Good, that kind of good. And I don't see me stopping. I just see me getting better and better and better. So do what you got to do, Aquarius, to get it right. Bad habits are bad habits and they're hard to break. But if you try to focus on them as much as you can make it happen. All right. You will find that you can work progressively at improving yourself today. All of that is going to be your stomach problems. It's going to probably stop when you start eating better. The bad habits, you just got to put a lot of effort and work into that. That's not going to be easy. And you're going to improve yourself, but you got to work progressively at that. Okay? All right. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, your best gains will come through helping others emotionally. Really? Okay. Do what you can to help them, but don't neglect your own family. Spending too much time talking to friends or relatives could easily turn into a debate that could lead to estrangement. I ain't trying to debate with nobody, y'all. Like, I'm just not. So I don't know about you fish, but this fish right here, we ain't trying to debate. Listen, people got their own opinions, their own views about stuff. I'm not trying to change your mind. So if it's leading to estrangement, it won't be because I tried to change your mind. It's because you, the person on the other side of this conversation, decided that that's what you want to do. I have people right now that won't talk to me and it's their fault. But they made up these stories that I don't care. It used to bother me because I'm like, I can't even believe people that I've done things, people that I went out of my way to do things for. And they made up stories in their mind about something that didn't happen. I'm like, that didn't happen. That's not true. And they swear it's true. I'm like, how you going to tell me what I was thinking? You can't tell me you wasn't in my head. In their mind, I was thinking certain things. My tone was a little off. I'm talking about one person said my tone was off. And I'm looking like, you got to be kidding me. And so it was a conversation where I was trying to help them do something, right? And they said I yelled at them. Now I'm trying to help them. And so when I'm looking in the conversation, I'm thinking, who's she talking to? I said, me? So I pointed to him. So like, me? It's like, yeah. I was like, what? I could not believe that. And I'm like, so seriously, I'm trying to help you and you say I yelled at you. But what I realized was that has nothing, it had nothing, like later on I realized it had nothing to do with what she said. Because I was honestly in my car with my husband trying to help her solve a situation. And I was like, what, the stuff that she was saying, I was like, yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that person. Don't worry about that. This is what I'm saying, right? She said I yelled at her. Now I'm trying to help her. And then she stopped talking to me. She stopped talking to me. I was like, okay, it's all good. So crazy stuff like that, I ain't trying to get into it. When I see people starting to go to the left, go ahead. You go and be crazy and strange by yourself. That's on you. Because I can't control that. So fish, don't let that stuff bother you. When they start talking crazy, okay, I got to go now. Let them go. Now, if they decide to cut themselves off from you, that's their loss. Especially when you know you're a good person and you've done things to help them in the past and you probably won't do it now if you like me. Like right now, yeah, they can't get nothing. I know that's bad, y'all. I know. But they can't. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got. I'll be back again on Monday to bring you more of the horoscope. Listen, it's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day coming. I want to wish all of the mothers out there happy Mother's Day. All of you. All of the mothers. And this is always a bittersweet day for me. Like the month of May is just bittersweet. It's Mother's Day and then it's my mother's birthday. So it's my mother's birthday. My cousin Betty that I just talked about, her birthday is next week. My mother's birthday is the following week. And my aunt and my mother, they have the same birthday, which is Betty's mom, on the same day. So it's always like this month of just like, just good memories though, but just a little sadness because they're not here. But anyway, I want to wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Shout out to the Lawrenceville events team. Yes, baby. Listen, Lawrenceville be having some wonderful events. So all the stuff with the pandemic and all the challenges that they have, they created some amazing events. And guess what? Because of that, they received 6 awards in multiple categories from the Southeast Festival and Events Association. So kudos and shout out to the events team over in Lawrenceville because they be having stuff popping off here in Lawrenceville. If you ain't got nothing to do in Gwinnett County, you can't find nothing, you are a boring person. I'm just keeping it real because there's always something happening. So shout out to the Lawrenceville events team. They were awarded industry awards. That just goes to show you, baby. When you do good work, people will notice and say hello and come to and recognize you for that good work. They will, but you gotta be doing good work, y'all. I'm just saying, you can't be doing sloppy work. So I wanted to talk about this. My prayers are going up for Jamie Foxx. I prayed for him when I first heard about his thing. Then I kind of relaxed for a second when they said he was doing okay. But my daughter called me this morning. And apparently she saw it. And let me tell y'all this. I like Jamie so much that every time I would see his name after he went into the hospital, I wouldn't stop to read anything. Because I just didn't want to hear nothing bad about Jamie. I just didn't. So even when I'm on TikTok laughing, if Jamie name came up in some video about Puffy, I don't want to hear it. I just scroll over. I don't want to hear anything bad about Jamie. I want them to say, my prayer was when I heard something about him, it was going to be good news. That was my prayer. I wouldn't look at any news stories. I just didn't want to see nothing bad about Jamie. I didn't want it, unless it was something saying he was fully recovered. That's all I wanted to see. So I wouldn't even, if I saw his name, I would scroll real fast so I didn't see it. But anyway, my daughter called me this morning and she caught me off guard because she didn't know I was feeling like this. And she said, yeah, they said Jamie's taking a turn for the worse. Broke my heart instantly. And I was like, oh my God, that's not what I wanted to hear. But it's not about me. It's about God's will. And I'm praying for you, Jamie. You don't know me, but you're one of those people that I've been watching for years. And every time I see Jamie, he just seems like an amazing person. Like he's one of those people I would want to be my friend. He just seemed like such a genuine, sweet, downhearted, down-to-earth, good person. He said his whole family lived in his house one time. I don't know if they all still live there. That's me and my husband. People live with us. He's that person. And my heart is, I hope it's not true. I hope what she saw is not true. I hope that, I'm hoping it's not true. But she said that they were saying that they're expecting the worst because he has fluid on his brain. And I could tell y'all, that's what I went with my uncle. It just happened all of a sudden. He had fluid on his brain and they could not get the fluid off his brain. he was able to live with a ventilator for 2 weeks, and then he passed away. They couldn't get the fluid off, and for the life of me, I don't know why the body was making so much fluid. Like, they couldn't get it off his brain. So apparently, allegedly, according to my daughter, this is what Jamie's going through right now. But my prayers, and I had to go out on my patio this morning, and I know it's God's will. I know. I just feel like Jamie still has more to do. And I believe if God bring him through this, his testimony will be bigger than anything he's ever done. It'll be bigger than all of the laughs he's made us have. He's blessed us with. I believe his testimony will be bigger because people love Jamie as I do, and I believe that he could change more lives if the Lord just give him another chance. So I'm asking all of you just to take a second with me right now to send up prayers for Jamie Foxx. I love Jamie. He just seems like he's just an amazing person. And I didn't want to hear anything bad about him. I just wanted to hear nothing but good. And so I'm going to pause for 1 second just for us to all get together collectively and send him love and light and prayers and healing right now in this moment. Thank you if you prayed for me for Jamie Foxx. I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County, so stay tuned.
I was living in the clouds, yeah, like 10 million explosions. Whatever happened to the picture, the one where you and I were perfect. Like if heaven was a time lapse, play the story where we'd end up. Would you pause it for a second before this thing's over? Would you come a little closer before this thing is over? Would you come a little closer? Never know till it's gone, 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 till it's gone, till it's gone, till it's gone, never know 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 till it's gone, till it's gone, till it's gone, till it's gone. When the light fades into darkness and your fears all turn to regrets, how do you stand up without falling? How do you see it as a blessing? As I'm falling through the water, let the ocean be my witness. I plead that this has changed me. I pray it as I'm sinking. This time will be different. Pray it as I'm sinking. Never know till it's gone, 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 till it's gone, till it's gone.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney bringing you a daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So Gwinnett County legislators announced that they will hold a town hall meeting next week for to hear from the residents. The town hall will be at 6 p.m. on May 18th at the Gwinnett Justice and Administration Center, which is located at 75 Langley Drive in Lawrenceville. There is no single topic that is slated to be discussed, but legislators will take questions from attendees on any issue they want to ask about during the event. Now, this is your opportunity. If you got something you want to say, this is the opportunity for you to say it. Right? You got questions you want to ask, they're giving you the floor to ask your questions, but you can't ask a question if you're not in the room. So go to the room and ask your questions. It's going to be next May 18th, whatever day that is. I think that's like next Thursday, Next Thursday at 6 p.m. The Georgia Assembly wrapped up its 2023 session earlier this year. But legislation that was introduced during that session and has neither been rejected by the legislature or sent to the governors that is considered alive until the end of the 2024 legislative season. So right now, this meeting is for you. They want to hear about you. They want to hear about you. They want to hear your opinion. So the floor is yours. So open it up and take heed. All right, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. All right, cool. All right, looking for something to do tonight? All right, May 11th, Tannery Row Spring Jewelry Art Exhibition is happening tonight at Tannery Row. They have their Spring Jewelry Art Exhibition. So if you want something to do, you want to go out from 12 p.m., not this night, this afternoon, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Tannery Row Artist Colony, located at 554 West Main Street in Beaufort. You can go and check out beautiful art from some amazing artists at Tannery Row. So if that's something you're looking to do this afternoon, I don't know, you might want to go on a little date, like an afternoon date with some wine. See, that sounds like a wine and cheese kind of event. I don't know if they have wine and cheese there, but it just sounds like it could be like a wine and cheese kind of thing where you just go and kind of hang out, get to know somebody because it's quiet, it's beautiful. The energy is there from all the artists. Yeah, so, you got that person. You want to get to know them a little better. Invite them to lunch. Maybe a late lunch. Go to Tannery Row. Check out some art. Buy some art from some of the artists there. Get to talk and meet that person. You know what I'm saying? Sounds sexy, right? Tannery Row, Artist Colony, 554 West Main Street in Beaufort, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. The exhibition is beginning. Hey, listen, if you guys want to hang out with us tomorrow, we're going to have our Breakfast Over Business is tomorrow. We meet for breakfast every month. The second Friday of every month, we meet at the Peachtree Cafe located at 30 South Clayton Street in Lawrenceville. We have breakfast, business over breakfast. Have a great breakfast. Breakfast is optional. If you don't want to have breakfast, you don't have to. It's free to the public. We'd love to see you there tomorrow. We talk about business. We mastermind. We come up with great topics of conversation. We help each other grow. And we just have a great conversation, a great time. So if you're not doing anything, now I know it's early. Some of you are not early birds. But for those of you who are like me, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, I will be at the Peachtree Cafe, ready for business over breakfast at 8 a.m. So if you want to join us, by all means do come and join us. We'll be there having breakfast and talking business. So you're welcome to join us. Okay, so there is going to be a food drive on May 20th. So I'm telling you this ahead of time so that you can alert people who want to, who need food. They may need some food. So I want to alert you of that right now so you can let them know that there's going to be a food drive on May 20th. Put it on your calendar. So, First Fairview Presbyterian Church in Lawrenceville is going to host this food drive on May 20th. So if you know somebody who you would think that right now that this would not be an issue, that there would not be food insecurities, there still is. Because people still, it's still hard to live for some folks, right? Some of us are blessed, but there are others who are still struggling. And there are families where the kids get to eat because the parents say, you know what, I'm going to let you eat before I eat. And it's sad, but that we still have those. So if you know anybody who has food insecurities going on right now, there is going to be a food drive on May 20th at Fairview Presbyterian Church in Lawrenceville. For more information about that, I'm telling you ahead of time so you can put it on your calendar. Even if you have to pick the food up and drop it off to somebody because they don't have a car, you can participate in this. It's Fairview, P-R-E-S, FairviewPres.org. So for more information about that, you can go to FairviewPres.org. I just wanted to give you guys that information right now so you'll have it. This evening, you want to do something this evening? The Gwinnett Stripers is having a game tonight. Yep, Coolray Field. Gwinnett Stripers, 7:35. Coolray Field, 2500 Buford Drive in Lawrenceville. So you looking for something to do this evening? That sounds like fun. You know, I've never been to a Stripers game, and it sounds like fun. They got a game tomorrow. Is it a game tonight and tomorrow? 7:35 tonight and 7:35 tomorrow and 7:35. Really? That many games back to back? I guess so. They got a whole bunch of games. But anyway, it sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe something I might even consider doing this evening or tomorrow evening, depending on my husband. That might be kind of nice, actually. Never seen the Stripers game. Had a lot of fun at the Braves game, though. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. I had a great time at the Braves game. Had so much fun till I was like, I'll go back again, and I have. I think we've been 3 times now, and I had a lot of fun. So I just can imagine that the Stripers is probably even more fun because you get to really interact with the bench people and all that good stuff. You know, like you get a little bit of stuff going on with the Braves because it's major league, right? But I think that there is a lot more fun stuff going on. Now, if you are planning on going to the Stripers games today, they have a clear bag policy, and I have a clear bag now, y'all. There's a clear bag policy. It's in place for all events. You have to limit contact with the staff and guests. 1 clear bag, either a 1-gallon Ziploc bag or a 12 by 12 by 6 clear plastic vinyl or PVC bag, plus a wallet. Small clutch purse, no longer than 5 by 9 inches. Exception will be made for medical necessities, medically necessary items, and or diaper bags after proper inspection. So I've done this before where I've gone to the break. I think I went to a football game at the Mercedes-Benz, and I had my wallet, which is not that long. They was like, yeah, you can't take that in. I was like, what? Because I don't like carrying purses anyway. I had to go back and put my wallet in the car and just put my license and my credit card, my debit card in my pocket. I couldn't even bring my wallet. And my wallet, it must be longer than 9 inches because they surely didn't let me bring it in. And I was like, and I had it in my hand. It's like a hand wallet. It's like a clutch almost. I had to take it right back to the car. So if you're thinking about going out to the game tonight, just know that before you go, that you're going to have to bring that clear bag with you. Okay? All right. Just so you know. So don't get there and be like me, got to go back to the car. Luckily, my car wasn't parked very far, so I didn't have to worry about that. So just know that you're going to have that clear bag. Okay? All right. I think that should be fun, though. All right, put this on your calendar as well. Saturday, May the 27th, Community Mental Health Awareness Fair. Put this on your calendar. There's going to be a Community Health Awareness Fair, and that's going to be at Alexander Park, Lois Lane, Allen Pavilion number 4, and that's at 800 Old Snellville Highway in Lawrenceville. That's going to be May 27th. That's my mom's birthday, y'all. May 27th. Have you heard the great news? The 2nd Annual Mental Health Awareness Fair will take place on May 27th at Alexandria Park. Mental health and wellness professionals will be on site to provide valuable information on this important issue. So let's work together by breaking the stigma. If you know somebody who could benefit from going to this event, please let them know. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on May 27th. Save the date on your calendar right now so you'll have it. The Community Mental Health Awareness Fair is going to be May 27th, Alexander Park, Lois Lane Allen Pavilion, number 4, located at 800 Old Snellville Highway in Lawrenceville. If you know someone who could benefit from this, please let them know. If you know someone who's a provider, please let them know so they can show up and provide some services. Mental health is big, y'all. If you had asked me years ago, did I think I had something going on mentally? I was like, no. But anything that messes with your mind, I don't care how small, could be considered some kind of mental health thing. Yes, it's a stigma. Oh my God. But when you've gone through so much, the last 3 years have been horrific, and it don't stop. It just keep going. So how could you not have something going on? How could you not? I'm not saying it's severe. There's levels to it, and there's some people with more severe cases, but there's small things that just make people, they don't know why they do the things they do. They don't know why they feel the way they feel, because there's a lot going on mentally. And so this is an opportunity for you to talk to somebody. All right, so put that on your calendar, May 27th. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just offering you my suggestions. That's all. That is it. All right, I'm going to go to my last song, and then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned. I'll be right back after this song.
might be broken down, but I'm smiling. I keep my head up high, though I fail. Sometimes I get a bit emotional, but then I turn around and let it go. I see you watching me from a distance. I see you can't decide what to feel, but if you dig a little deeper, boy, you know you really wanna get to know me. Let's get this out of the way. I can't wait another day to tell you you shouldn't wait. Don't be so afraid. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Jump on my roller coaster and hold tight. It won't be easy, but it'll be fun. Sometimes it goes the whole way up and down. I think you're ready now to leave the ground. Get in the fast lane, babe, you can make it. I promise I'll be there all the way. And if you get a little broken down, all that you gotta do is keep your head high. Let's get this out of the way. I can't wait another day to tell you you shouldn't wait. Don't be so afraid. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Baby, I'm all yours. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Baby, come get it. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours.
Welcome back, welcome back. Listen, I gotta go, y'all, but before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration for the day. Of course, it has to do with mothers. I'm gonna do two. So here's one. A mother is your first friend. Oh, so true, so true. Your best friend, your forever friend. That is so true, y'all. My mother was my first friend. Yep, she was my first friend. She was my best friend, and she probably would have been my forever friend. It may be possible to gild pure gold, but who can make his mother more beautiful? Yeah, Mahatma Gandhi said that. He was right. Shout out to all the mothers again. Your mother is your first friend. Shout out to all the mothers. Shout out to all of the amazing mothers who do amazing things, who love unconditionally, who's a shoulder to cry on, who's a bank when you need a loan. Listen, I know something about that. Who's your business partner? My mom used to say, me, my mom, and my husband, like, we always had some kind of business venture going on. It was the three of us. We like the Three Musketeers. And I would go to them, to two of them with ventures, right? And they would be so supportive, always jump in with me. So my mom was been my best friend, my business partner, my shoulder to cry on. She was there when I needed to cry. She was there when I was feeling bad. She was there when I needed wisdom and discernment. And she was just a great person. So shout out to all the mothers. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you enjoy your day and know that there's somebody out there love you just because you are their mom, but not just for that, because you are just amazing. So I love my mother all the way to heaven. I miss you, Ev. We called her Ev. Her name was Evelyn. All the way to heaven. I miss you, Evelyn, and I love you for life. Shout out to my daughter Dominique. She is a great mom. Celebrating Mother's Day with me. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Listen, keep Jamie in your prayers, y'all. I'm going to do the same. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to show your mother some love and tell her that you love her. Stay safe out there. Today is my Friday. You know it's Thursday, but it's my Friday. I'll be back again on Monday. If you like this show, be sure to connect with me on Instagram and Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. And also subscribe to the show and share with your friends. And if you really like the show and like me, you can buy me a cup of coffee by clicking the link in the description that says buy me a cup of coffee. All right, prayers up to Jamie. I'll be back again Monday, God willing, at 10 a.m. Until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.